Okay, so you're online, you see this amazing deal, maybe for some luxury item you've been eyeing. But, well, how do you know if it's real? The internet's kind of full of traps,
Hmm.
right? We've seen sites like that Curyhoic.com example, looking slick but feeling off. So today we want to do a deep dive. Our mission, give you the fast facts, like a quick checklist based on the sort of technical mistakes these scam sites often make. A shortcut to spotting trouble. Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. The first place to look, maybe counterintuitively, is outside the website itself. What's its digital footprint? Real brands, they have a presence. They're on Google, Instagram, maybe YouTube. People talk about them. If you search for the company and find, well, nothing, just silence, that's a huge red flag, a major blackout, really.
It screams fake, basically. No history, no chatter.
Exactly. Scammers set up these sites fast. They don't invest in building a real, verifiable identity that takes time and effort. They might only be live for weeks.
And that links to checking the site's age. Right. You can use those domain lookup tools. If a site selling, say, luxury bags popped up last Tuesday and has 0 reviews anywhere else online, probably not a hot new brand.
Precisely. Less than, say, 90 days old with no external proof. It's likely a ghost. New and invisible. Just move on. Don't risk it.
Okay, so that's the external check. What about when you're actually on the site? What gives them away there?
Well, if they pass that first hurdle, the next fail point is often the on-site stuff. The visuals, the legal bits, the tech basics.
Right, the visuals, I've noticed this. The product photos can look weird.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're stretched or have a faint watermark from another brand, or they're obviously just stock photos swiped from somewhere else.
Yes. That often comes down to inventory. They don't have the actual products to shoot properly, so they steal images, low-effort stuff. Zoom in, look for those tells, like weird tags or options that don't make sense.
And then there's the boring but important stuff down in the footer.
Crucial. The footer. Is there a real company name listed? An address? Do the terms and conditions or privacy policy links actually work? Or do they just go to a dead page, like a 404 error?
A dead link for legal info is pretty much a confession, isn't it?
It basically says, we haven't bothered to look legitimate. And related to that, the little padlock icon in your browser's address bar,
Yeah.
the SSL certificate,
Yes, the security lock.
if that's missing, the site isn't secure, don't even think about entering payment details, just leave. Also, sometimes these sites are glitchy on mobile phones, another sign of low effort.
Okay, makes sense. Now let's talk money, because the way they handle pricing and checkout seems like another big tell.
Oh, absolutely. One of the weirdest things is that uniform pricing. You browse the site, and everything, a coat, a wallet, sunglasses, is priced at exactly $29.99 or $59.99. Just flat, consistent pricing everywhere.
That feels so artificial. Real stores have varied pricing based on the item.
It's template economics. These scam operations often use automated software. It applies a standard, fake low price across everything because they're not managing real stock or costs. That software just slaps on a price designed to look like a deal. If you see a $500 designer bag listed for $29.99, well, you know it's fake. The template failed logic.
And the checkout itself. Any red flags there?
Sometimes, yeah. Does it rush you? Does it redirect you to some weird, unfamiliar payment page that doesn't look right? Trust your gut there.
What about reviews? Lots of sites have testimonials.
Be very skeptical of on-site reviews. They're easy to fake. Look for proof of life, as you said earlier. Can you find real customer photos, unboxing videos, anything on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok forums, somewhere other than the site itself?
Yeah.
If all you see is glowing, repetitive, 5-star text reviews on their own page, be suspicious.
And delivery promises, often quite vague.
Unless it's a huge known brand, yes.
Yeah.
Vague timelines, no mention of specific couriers or where it ships from.
Yeah.
It's unreliable.
So when you piece all this together, the missing external proof, the weird images, the dodgy legal stuff, the fake pricing, the lack of real reviews.
It all points back to one thing, doesn't it? A fundamental failure to establish a real, verifiable identity that stands up to scrutiny outside their own little website. They exist in a bubble.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. What this means for you, the shopper, is you can't just trust a slick design or a tempting discount. You have to dig a bit. Verify the identity, not just the promise. And maybe the simplest test, if the deal seems way too good to be true.
It almost certainly is. That's probably the biggest common denominator. Which kind of brings us to a final thought for you to chew on. These checks, they rely on a bit of instinct, some quick external searches. So when does the sheer convenience of clicking buy start to outweigh the critical thinking needed to actually verify who you're buying from? How do we build trust online when even really polished-looking sites can be complete scams? Something to consider. Stay safe out there.